Thinking about trying rock climbing but don't know where to start? Well, you're in luck. Welcome to
The ultimate guide to rock.
Bouldering Edition 2025, all rights reserved. Part 1. Finding your gym. Like finding most things in the 20th century, the best way to find your gym would be to use either Apple Maps or Google Maps to find whichever gym is closest to you. As you can see on the screen, I live in Boston, and these would be the gyms that are closest to me. If you have friends that also climb, I would suggest asking them which gym they go to, because it's always nice to have friends at your gym. Some popular climbing chains that I suggest are Central Rock Gym, Rock Spot, Bouldering Project, and Metro Rock. This isn't a sponsored take, but I personally climb at Central Rock Gym because it's the closest to me, and the membership offers tons of free perks, like access to all Central Rock gyms and also free chalk. Once you've found your gym and decide to visit, the first thing you'll be greeted to is a panel that looks like this. If you're just looking to try out rock climbing to see how you like it, I would definitely suggest getting a day pass with some rental shoes. These often are priced differently depending on the gym, but in the Northeast, a day pass typically ranges between $15 to $30. Once you've secured your pass, look to grab your rental shoes. Shoe fit varies a lot depending on the shoe brand, but a good rule of thumb to know that you grab the right size shoe is that it fits snugly. The climbing shoe should not be causing pain on the toe area, heel area, or any area in general. If the size down is a little too tight, but the size up is a little too big, I say go for the size up. Your first climbing experience should be as comfortable as possible. You can worry about shoe sizing when you purchase your own shoes. Part 2. Safety. One of the most important things in bouldering is safety. Bouldering injuries can be particularly nasty, and it's important to understand how we can avoid them. The first important thing to know is how to fall. When falling, you should keep your arms tight, feet shoulder width apart, and roll from your feet to your butt to your back when landing. Here's an example. The second important thing to know is understanding where to stand. When someone is climbing, you must make sure to stand clear of their impact zone. There's tons of videos of little kids getting absolutely decked when running under active climbers. Stay aware, you don't want to end up on Reddit like them. The last important thing to know is sharing the wall. The climbing gym is an inherently shared space. If someone is on the wall climbing, make sure that your route is not in the way of their route. Nobody wants to be seconds away from topping out, only to get jump scared by someone blocking their next hold. Part 3. Some technique tips. One great tip for consistent rock climbing is keeping your arms straight. By keeping them straight, you will end up conserving more energy, allowing for more stamina throughout your routes. You can compare this to hanging from a bar versus staying in a contracted pull-up position on a bar. The flag is a very common move used by climbers in all skill levels. The basic idea behind a flag is to stick out your foot on the wall to counteract the rotation of the body. By counteracting the rotation of your body, you are allowing for way more stable positions when on the wall. A foot swap is another very common move used in rock climbing. Sometimes you only have one place to put your foot and you want to switch your feet. By placing one foot above the other, you can slide out the underfoot, allowing for a smooth and stable transition. Hip control is the last tip I'll give. This is less of a move and more of just something to keep in mind while climbing. Essentially, the hip is tied very close to the center of mass of your body. By being constantly aware of where your hip is, you can allow for superior body awareness and balance when rock climbing. Part 4. Improving your equipment. So you're finally fed up with the rentals at the gym.
Brother,
Well, we're here to help. The first thing you should do is locate your nearest outdoor sporting store like a Dick's or REI. Once you've located the store of your preference, make sure to check online to see if they actually have shoes in stock. Climbing is still a relatively niche sport, so a lot of the times, many outdoor sporting stores won't sell climbing equipment. If you're good to go ahead and make your way to the store. Once you've made it inside the store, locate their climbing section. This section should have all types of gear, like shoes, chalk, brushes, and helmets. As a beginner, you really only need to focus on the shoes. Shoes come in 3 different types: neutral, moderate, and aggressive. A neutral shoe will often have a flatter sole with more emphasis on comfort. Think the rental shoes at the gym. A moderate shoe will have a slightly more curved base. This will allow for a good balance of comfort and technical ability. An aggressive shoe will present a highly downturned sole, which is perfect for more challenging and steeper climbs. As a beginner, I suggest looking to purchase neutral or moderate shoes. Once you've found some shoes that you might like, feel free to try them on. Like a sneaker store, if they don't have your size, you can often ask a worker to check the back. I suggest getting shoes that are slightly tighter than what you would like, as climbing shoes will stretch over time to conform to your foot. Part 5: Getting better. So you want to get better. Well, like all things in life, the only way to get better is by doing it. I would suggest going climbing as often as your schedule allows you. Do keep in mind that you're doing this for fun, however, so you don't burn out by going too much. Strength training gains also definitely translate to rock climbing gains. If you want a basic training program to follow, feel free to check out the written guide attached to this video. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was able to help you. Happy climbing.